these little lambs is slightly getting old. Why don't we invent another religion where we don't have to do this anymore? Instead of lambs, why don't we say that one of those slaves dying on the cross was our last and final lamb? And since we are so tired of doing the boring Passover year after year after year, eating the same yucky, bland, unleavened bread, why don't we say that the prisoner was our bread also? The bread is striped and pierced just like that prisoner. So Jesus lied, huh? There was a Jesus. The Jews just heard of the Greek idea of brotherly love and ended up turning the other cheek instead of knocking out the tooth of their enemies. They got the whole thing confused and ended up with sexual repression. Well, what about the miracles? There weren't any. Paul noticed that nothing was happening and came to the conclusion that God had simply postponed the kingdom of God and miracles for the boring, uneventful age of grace. Or you can pray and pray till you're blue in the face, and God will only sometimes heal you if He wills it. And get this, Paul says that the kingdom age faded out and became replaced with the age of grace because the Jews rejected the kingdom of God and that was supposed to be headed by Christ Himself. Talk about a convenient way of explaining away a lack of miracles. The Jews are even blamed and scapegoated then. I guess the Jews have stronger authority than God, right? You mean Paul was lying? Hey, he had to make money somehow and beat tent making, and it made him famous. He had suckers all over the Mediterranean. I mean, look. No one does anything for nothing unless they're stupid. How do you know all this? How? Because I'm a self-taught man. I study things that bother me. I can't believe that the people of that time would believe it if it were a lie. Hey, there's a UFO alien phenomenon of today. It's modern-day folklore now. Tomorrow it'll be Christianity's replacement. As a matter of fact, I can see a lot of similarities in the two religions' early developments. Instead of the crucifixion and resurrection, you now have the Roswell, New Mexico incident in 1947 with the supposed crash of a flying saucer from another world. Instead of Jews covering up the resurrection to protect Judaism, you now have the U.S. government doing a UFO cover-up to protect Christianity. Instead of apostles, you now have UFO abductees. And get this, smart people, not stupid, are falling for it hook, line, and stinker. And yet, when you scratch what they are saying, it absolutely makes no sense at all. But there's a God. Tell me, Mr. Westfield, how is one saved? By belief in the work of Christ, what Christ did on the cross. By belief in Jesus Christ, you say, right? Well, it's not by works, because how much good do you have to do to be saved? And how much bad do you have to do to be damned? Even Hitler and Stalin might have helped old ladies across the street, at least at some time in their lives. How Protestant. Well. How much faith do you need to believe in Jesus in order to be saved? How much doubt do you need to have in order to be damned? Don't you just love the ambiguity of the Bible? The only thing it's clear on is sort of is